Welcome, everybody. It's been a long time.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
We left you without a dope podcast.
We didn't leave them. We just had to take.
We didn't disappear either.
We had to take a break. That's
just
all.
A little hiatus. There was a lot going on.
We back though. What's up? What's up? By the time you see this, you might see extra episodes that CJ didn't get to put up yet too, just so you know.
That's always a perk. That is always a perk.
Because we decided at the end of last year that like the holidays are coming and we can't do this after October. So that's what we're gonna do. 10 months out of the year, we'll go strong, take 2 months off, and I think that's a good break. That's longer than a regular TV show season. You know what I'm saying?
I like this for us because we are busy and we kind of wanted this episode to be like a quick, like 15, 20-minute thing, just catching you guys up for those that mainly listen to us more than they may follow us individually.
Yes.
And how we're rebranding the show. That way you're not catching up. And
yes. But CJ got at least one crazy thing for you today too. Anyway, we got some crazy stuff anyway. So what you been up to? Let's go with Miss Brandi first. Like, because if you follow Brandi online, you already seen her stuff. Come on, Flip. Come on. I'm just saying, because I already talked to a few of our regular listeners and they was like, Brandi online. I said, listen, my ass is in the kitchen. I'm hiding in the kitchen. I can't help it. Because I have to bake shit. I'm not online as much as Brandi, but if you have seen her beautiful face everywhere, it's because she's been doing her thing. I hope you guys are checking out her Candid Convos with Candy B. That's some shit right there.
I was not. I was expecting that to be something that was just the labor of love, but I'm like, oh, this is another good way of having some connections and just having the content and working my way to get paid.
It's hilarious. If you guys don't catch it, go back and watch it because it's funny as fuck.
Yes, and my little episodes, because I have its own little. It's really cute on my Candy B cosplay page. So that's been very fun. I'm very excited about the guests. I'm excited for the ideas I'm getting with event planning. And yeah, just again following my mantra of getting paid to be myself. Getting out of and staying out of debt as far as the dumb debt. Some debt is necessary, some is not. So
some is not.
That's been a goal too, to finish that proper adulting, which is so much easier when you have a partner who is like disciplined where you're not, or they're able to just hold you accountable. And we both do that for each other. So I'm excited about that. Love life is finally popping.
God. I commented, I was like, family photos much? Just
like,
it's so cute, y'all. If you haven't seen it,
it's disgusting. It is disgustingly cute.
It's true.
To be with someone who's everything he said he would be, and it wasn't even like he was trying to sell me on him. It's just sometimes you hear people say stuff, you like, yeah, whatever.
That's true. That's true, because you come across niggas that ain't shit. Listen, I mean, females too. I'm not just saying dudes.
No, it's just like people in general. They just don't be about it. So I like that he's about it, showing, and I like when you get with somebody, whether it's a friend or whether it's a lover, and you notice areas in your life changing, shifting, growing, because it's like, this is what it was supposed to be like. You're not like fighting each other. It's not a constant struggle of, I need you to do this for me and you won't, or all this kind of back and forth I've dealt with like the last 10, 15 years with different guys.
Say it again.
Too long. So I'm very, very happy, very blessed. And I'm excited for the different projects we're working on together, since we match and are compatible in so many dorky realms. Getting ready to do cosplay together is going to be great, and creating more TikTok content.
I need to see some Black Girl Magic and Black Boy Joy Dragon Ball outfits coming out of y'all. I just want you
to know. I'm a Vegeta girl and he is a Goku guy, so it's like that we're clashing.
I mean, why not? That would be so epic to have like a gender bender Vegeta versus
I wouldn't mind.
Goku.
Like, I'm down. I was happy when he was down with Black Fae Days coming up. For those that you don't know, a wonderful girl named Jasmine online created Black Fae Day last year, and it took off, went viral. It is so much fun for anybody in the POC community to do. You don't have to necessarily consider yourself a blurred. It's just nice to be represented in a space we don't see our colors, hues, hair textures. We just don't see that. So when I told him, basically, I said, you know, I'm slutting you out for Black Friday. Yeah. Because I said, I want to do kind of like this African fairy thing, but I was like, I don't want you to have a shirt. I want to do the paint because I have like my brushes, I have my spray paint kit, I have all shit.
Let's go.
So I was like,
yeah, did you get it like an airbrush too? Like,
yeah, I made my dad get it.
I remember.
So I was like, buy something, and then maybe we'll talk.
We'll talk about it,
Dad. We'll talk when Amazon delivers the package. That's when we'll talk. Awesome. No, but I mean, it's gonna help me with my the little party business I want to do for the kids and showing up in costume there. But I'm just excited about all the creative things I can do with him, and he's just so supportive. And then the cute ass shit he did. Yes, anybody listening, y'all probably gonna throw up.
It's okay. Get you a bag. Get ready now.
But we're 6 months in, and he was already like,
6 months.
It's 6 months in. Crazy how it flew. It feels like just yesterday I was a video girl. And now we making videos. Okay, no. Just gross, unnecessary information. It's different to joke like that when people know the person you're actually fucking.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it's different now, so I don't even like joking like that sometimes. I'm like, nah, y'all know who I'm with. It's gross.
It's not no secret dick or nothing no more. Just
it's just
we know what he look like, what he sound like.
Like even when I post memes on my cosplay page now, and people are just like, I know who's doing that to you. And I'm like,
oh no, is that the comments now?
Oh no, the comments have turned on me, girl. Because you know, I normally
they said you were funny when you were single. Now we don't
like when you. We didn't think you was with nobody. Now we know who you with, so that everybody got jokes. Everybody has jokes. That is so hilarious. Like I told him, I said I knew that would happen to me because I'm the woman and the men don't get this type of flag. So I was like, whatever.
What can you do, right?
It's what it is. But PJ took some of the money that his dad got him for Christmas, and he got me a gift, which I thought was super sweet. And then he busts out a gift for Miguel the same time he gives me my gift. And I was like, what? And he was like, you know, here you go, Mr. Miguel. He's like, I love you. And then like he pulls us all in for a hug. And then he says family.
Well, y'all look good together. I just want you to know, like all of you guys together.
Like, I love it. Like, and he was willing, because you know how teenagers can be, child. They go in and out of wanting to be photographed like a fucking Loch Ness monster or Bigfoot.
Of course.
So anytime they want the extra time, or we finished Midnight Mass, which is fucking insane. You have to watch that shit. CJ.
I will.
We'll talk more later, but bitch, that is the best series I have seen in a very, very long time. And the way that we think about stuff, you gonna be like,
oh well, that's gonna be the second half of this episode. I wanted to ask about new shit we were watching.
Oh girl, I'm gonna put Midnight Mass on everybody.
I got one too.
You, I mean, like when you watch a preview, you already know, okay, I mean, church folks is about to be crazy. But the turn it took, I would have never guessed. And normally you can kind of predict, you know, how things are going. You never, every episode, you're like, what the fuck? I would have never guessed.
I have another one just like that. Oh, I can't wait till after the break so we can talk about it.
Oh, girl, it was bad, but we stayed up and watched that and had our family bonding time there. So it was just nice to have the teenager out of his lair and wanting to be around us. And each time PJ hugs me, sometimes he'll be like looking around for Miguel, like, want to make sure he's in the hug. Like it's
with his deep really ass dope. Voice.
And they have their little tricks.
Where's
now.
Mr. Miguel?
Yeah, they'll go deep ass voice. They'll go. I even like seeing them like, you know, go fill my car up with gas and come back with food. It's just little stuff that I'd gone so long without. It means a lot.
I totally understand.
Where you just appreciate it. So I've been enjoying.
I'm the bonus mom too, so I get it.
I've been enjoying my personal life flourishing as my financial life is taking a great pivot. Like I'm excited. Everything is
it's gonna be amazing.
I'm sowing and reaping the good things finally.
You best do it.
It's nice.
I'm here for you for that.
That's what I've been up to.
I'm here. You got a lot going on.
I do every day.
Mine is the usual grind with the bakery, but I do have a prospect to do a brick and mortar this year. like when I open it this year. Like when I open it, but you know how I am. I don't like to talk too much details about things I'm getting into, especially like behind the scenes, because there's so much like crud that goes into it.
Girl.
Like, I'm just like investing in all this stuff, and I do realize though that like automation is where it's at. If you are starting a business, bitch, I'm gonna have to talk to you about that stuff too. God, and Dan is a lifesaver. I know we talk about Dan on this fucking podcast a lot. If you just joined us,
or at least I was dragging for quite some time, but I told CJ the other day, like Nicki Minaj be saying, these bitches is my sons. I was like, we really Dan's sons, because all the business stuff I say now.
You sound like him too, right? I mean, he's good at what he does, and like he has been actually. I gave him a lot of shit because he posted something on IG because he was recording with this podcast, and he was like, "My first invite to a past podcast." I was like, "Excuse me, your first fucking podcast was us." Don't you
send the screenshots? Like first of all,
I sure did. I sent him a JN straight away. I just want him. I need him to understand that when he does work that red carpet eventually, like the first podcast was the Triangl. It was with his sister and the core group. Period. But he's been doing great.
Wasn't he on our show twice or no? Or I'm just used to seeing him on
like
Zoom.
Two or three times, twice at least.
I feel like he was on our show more than once.
At least twice. For real twice, maybe even a third time, but again, I get my
way to let us know your sister doesn't count.
Yeah, I know. It does count, damn it. But he's doing great with that. He's doing other podcasts and shows too that are business related. But again, back to what I was saying is like my bakery's going on. I'm trying to get into maybe voiceovers and stuff, I think this year, for real. I'm just not trying to fill my plate too much though, because I know how much my baking business is going to take over and do all of that. Because like the clientele is pulling up. Like, listen, I'm just one person and it's starting to feel like a craziness. So I may have to hire some help on the weekends to get this pushed out and whatnot, which is a great thing. I'm not complaining. I feel completely blessed, but sometimes I be looking at my leads and my emails like, oh my God, there's like 20 people to call. Like, I don't know if I can handle that all by myself every day for the next like 6 months. So maybe somebody to help me with that. Also, if you guys are listening and you feel like helping CJ out by editing photos or videos, just let us know if you love us that much to do it. Also, we are looking for the podcast this year a lot more new guests, especially in the realm of paranormal, parapsychology, spooky, weird, just all of that dark shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you're into that and you're a researcher, you're actively in that fucking space, like hit us up. We would love to have you on the show. That's going to be our main focus.
Not a lot of us.
Yeah, we're going to go back to where we started. I think we got really carried away with all these other topics a lot because it is funny. And don't think we won't still talk about sex and shit like that because it's going to be in our everyday conversation.
On top of, that's what y'all were clicking on and looking at.
So. I know. But we're going back to where we started and where we came from, you know, when we were doing like the fucking triangles, Bermuda triangles and all kinds of crazy shit. So I think that's where we're going to go back to. And with all of the things that are happening in the world, not just the Rona, but all the other things that are happening in the world, there's a lot of stuff that we can talk about. Like, even like, isn't it weird? Like the court cases with, what is her name? Ghislaine? What's her last name?
Oh, that shit.
Listen.
Girl, I'm waiting for her because you think she's going to live?
Is she what?
I said, you think she's gonna live?
I don't know if she's gonna live because they already talked about how her black book is invalid and it ain't names of nothing but people they don't need to fucking check on, which is fucking crazy to me. I don't know what that means. I was like, I would have been through that black book one by one to see why all those people were on that goddamn island with Epstein. But that's none of my business though. Oh, also I need to go look at this because this is like a conspiracy theory thing. That Linkin Park song, Crawling in My Skin song, they hired a model in there, and I went back and watched it, that looked like her to tell the story of her taking women to Epstein.
That's really
the whole video is about that. So if you actually keep that in mind and watch it, you can tell like that model with the short black hair is supposed to represent fucking Ghislaine. I was like, I don't have time for this.
She knows too much. I ain't no damn way.
She really does. But again, like we're gonna focus on the paranormal stuff, scary stories, spooky stories, weird shit that's happening around the world, because there's so much more. Like I just got through watching shit like giants attacking in Saudi Arabia. Just
no.
She said no. And a lot more. TikTok is full of people experiencing things recently as well that's like unexplainable by science. Like, just listen, we already came to the halfway spot, but I'm talking like just spirits in general. There's like weird places in witch talk that I don't care for as a witch.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay my black ass away from that shit. Listen, they doing too much. And then some of our listeners, because I know Rachel had sent me something before, and she was like, "This is stuff I know CJ was talking about." I was like, "I ain't clicking on it." You're not going to. CJ sends me enough traumatic shit. I've done heard shit in the woods. I didn't want to hear. Oh my God.
She's like, CJ, why does this say 99 plus messages from you? I was like, because you ain't checked it. Oh, I was like, wait, you were grounded for like 2 weeks. That's why. Like, you didn't get to check it. I try to skip over too many for you, B, but I be sending Rob like all kinds of shit.
It's too much.
She said me and Brittany go back and forth as well. But anyways, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back and talk about some of the new shit that we were watching for the 2022. And I mean, listen, there's some weird shit on Netflix right now.
Always.
So, I don't know. We'll be right back.
I've seen some weird shit. We're back, guys.
We're back. All right. So before we went on break, we were talking about the new shit that we were watching. You were talking about, what was it? Midnight Mass? And this
Midnight
is on what?
Mass.
Is it on Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
That shit got some fucked up shit.
I tell you what. Listen, Linda. We finished this shit last night.
So tell us the premise of this shit without telling us. You know,
all I can give you is like, I guess
spoiler alert, just in case.
Yeah, I can only give you like 2 things because I wasn't expecting this shit. This drunk guy. I can tell you this much. Okay. Drunk guy. Beginning of episode 1, because you're following his story.
Yeah.
He gets in a car crash, kills a girl.
Okay.
And he has to kind of live with that guilt, go to jail, and then they're like, "Hey, when you're out, your parents want to see you or whatever." And they live on some like, kind of like a little island place off the coast of another place, and kind of like those tiny islands that are around like North Carolina or like Rhode Island, like that area. So population is like 137
right,
people.
So everybody
knows. As soon as I saw the population board, baby, I said, this gonna be some bullshit because don't nothing that crazy.
Is it like population 136 white folks or brown
Of course,
folks?
What are you talking about?
Okay, just making sure.
Of course.
Just making
sure. And like, not a hyper religious town, but there are hyper religious people in that town.
Okay.
So you're just kind of following everybody's story, and well, it starts off him following his grief, because one thing that happened, and you notice this within the first like 15 minutes of the show, he can't sleep without seeing that girl that he had killed, which is like really kind of sad from the tormented kind of way, because he always has his eyes open when he's sleeping, and you're kind of like, what are you staring at? And he just always sees her body kind of like with the glass and stuff in it or whatever. Wow. So that's kind of fucked up and sad, because I've seen people portray somebody who has done something awful while they were drunk or drunk driving, but never in that way. So I could not imagine, you already spent like 4 or 10 years in jail, something like that, because that was the sentencing, and you never really got like peace about it. I mean, how can you cause this, right?
Right.
But one of the things you see in the previews here is that a pastor comes into town from a little ferry boat. He's like, sorry, I'm filling in for whoever was here from before, because he went on some trip to the Holy Land and never came back. So now I'm here. And one of the first miracles he performs is a girl in a wheelchair. He tells her to walk. He's holding out communion, and she walks to him. So now the town's like, you have some shit like that going down.
You got this.
Yeah, I'm like, they're like, we believe for real, because look at what we're seeing. And then from there, girl, it's just from there. I can't, because we watched it. We started it last night about like 7 or 8. Finished at like 1, because there's only 7 episodes. But yeah, it was a show that you have to talk about. Like, you don't watch something like that and not talk about it. I just told my dad
I have to
start watching it.
Is that what you're saying?
I just told my dad to start watching it. He just randomly sends me a text like at 3:00 today or something. He's like, "This show is fucking out of control." And I was like,
oh,
I told you. And what's bothering me is it's not talked about enough, because I don't think it's like virally and yummy enough for the younger content consumer. If that makes sense. Yeah. So there's nothing like trendy about it. There's nothing sexy about it. It is definitely, to me, like creepy and sad and dark.
Yeah, like people like in this new age group don't like anything that's like too triggering in any sort of way. Like,
or they want it to be sexy, because what I've heard about that Euphoria show that Zendaya's in, it's very triggering. It's a lot going on. Or that 13 Reasons
but
show.
It's super sexy though.
But it's a sexy kind of thing. And this ain't that. This got grown folks in it. Of course they got some kids, but this is about good grown adult trauma. So yeah, that was crazy. And then I watched this other movie that was fucking insane. I have to remember the title of it, because this Black girl washes up on shore by herself, and then she's got to survive, the night, but they're like some unseen force is trying to, and I'm like, oh, what's
the unseen force?
And I ain't gonna lie, like, this one ain't so much of a spoil. It's like a survival thing. You just gotta watch it. It's like, what the fuck?
I guess I'm gonna have to look in that section.
She in one part of the kind of sort of the beginning of the movie, she likes a flare gun so she can get the attention of what's it called, a plane or helicopter goes by. So the flare gun's kind of like dropping back into the water. If a shadow or something is in front of it, it's going to make that outline.
Oh yeah.
Girl, when the thing came from the ocean and it was the outline, and it kind of looked like a man's body, but it wasn't. And it had like shoulder pad things that looked like this, but they were kind of like curved up to a point.
Oh, like those like fangs on the shoulder type of deal.
Yeah, it looked like, imagine a hybrid between Shredder from Ninja Turtles, who was like very samurai armored out, and a hammerhead shark.
Oh,
that's wonderful. What the silhouette looked. The silhouette looked fucking crazy. So when that moment happened, I said, "Oh shit!" I said, "Nope." But what's so dope about the rest of the movie is just seeing how smart the girl is, and how she tries to set traps, how she decides to fight. And then there's like, not a huge twist, but a slight twist in the last 20 minutes of movie. Some other stuff happens that you're not expecting. So you're like, what really happened? And I kind of like that in both like that movie and the Midnight Mass. I like that there was some stuff, I refer to it as Jeepers Creepers, because the first Jeepers Creepers movie was very unsettling, because there was no, and your happy ending. It was very much, I have questions. What the fuck just happened?
They were like,
is that it? Yeah,
where did that motherfucker go?
That part, they rolled credits, and I'm like, I know you fucking lying.
Oh, like, excuse me, sir, is he in the theater? Because I don't
listen. The way I was like, I need him to stay in his cocoon, because listen. Okay. So it had very Jeepers Creepers moments where you're just like, I'm unsettled. I don't like how it ended. I think you would like it. I cannot wait till you watch it so we can actually discuss it. It's so good.
You're gonna get me the title so I can see what
I will. I'm gonna get you the title for that other movie too, because it was only like an hour and 23 minutes. It was good. And then I watched In the Tall Grass. Waste of my time. I feel like it was probably a better book than it was a movie, and it was a Stephen King joint, so that can go either way.
And it has to do with who's producing it too. With a Stephen King movie, he's not always 100% in touch with the movie. Like, he does that Stan Lee cameo thing, but I don't think he has severe control over what's happening production wise.
Like, it was kind of just full of itself, very pretentious. Whoever did it, it definitely closed out as one of those movies like, oh, if you don't get it, you're not smart enough to get it. It was one of those. And I'm like, bitch, I guess I ain't smart enough, because this thing ain't no fucking sense.
So like Vanilla Sky and all those other
yeah, where it's just like, this is an acquired taste. You really have to be like either a thespian or really just a movie lover to understand the depth of the bullshit. Whatever. That's what they were giving.
Very Fraser Crane.
Yeah, I'm starting to watch more like thriller, scary stuff, because
listen, if you are going to watch some horror, I haven't finished the season yet, but Brittany, y'all remember Brittany, our sometimes on, sometimes off little friend that comes on now. She had recommended this show called Brand New Cherry Flavor on Netflix.
I put that in my queue. And Red said it was amazing. Red
bitch, you are in for a goddamn ride.
How many episodes?
There's only 8. I'm on number 6. I'm about to start 6 tonight.
It's wild.
But it's fucking wild. First of all, old girl from 40-year-old version who played the sexy grandma, she is a fucking witch in it. Okay. Or you think. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to give too much away. Spoiler alert. So if you don't want to hear anything about this show, please turn this off or fast forward.
For your headphones.
Listen, can I read you the synopsis? Because this shit is funny to me. It's 2 lines, literally. It says, a filmmaker heads to Hollywood in the early 90s to make her movie, but tumbles down a hallucinatory rabbit hole of sex, magic, revenge, and kittens. I know, it sounds so innocent. It's TVMA. It's got gore.
Sounds like your life. That's magic, drugs, and kittens. Right. That's about it.
It's got gore. It's got some serious magic. And when Brittany told me to watch it, she was like, I don't want to tell you anything because I want to see if you notice. And I called her back after the 4th episode and I was like, bitch. I was like, whoever wrote this either did their research or know what's up about magic. Because I was like asking her if something out of that fucking movie show happens to her, and we both agree that we both get that at the same time in like real life. And there's other elements obviously that are super fictionally written, but I finished episode 5 yesterday, and I just couldn't. And episode 4, let's just say I hope that you're used to watching weird Japanese hentai. Okay. Like, look at Brandi.
I'm not gonna say used to.
Not used to. What I mean is, you know what it's like to watch weird.
It wouldn't be. I'm not gonna watch that shit in real life. Oh no.
Listen, like, yeah.
Not the real
but here's
version.
the thing. Like, I was like joking around with Brittany because she told me about episode 4 before I started watching it. She was like, I don't want to ruin it. I was like, you're not gonna ruin it. I'm still gonna watch it because it sounds good, right? And she told me, and then I watched it after telling her that I've watched, weird shit in Japan because I grew up there. Like, it ain't gonna faze me. What I didn't realize was I watched it as an animation, not on a person.
That's different. That's why I said it's different than real, like a person. And okay. I'm like,
And the main character girl, shit, what's her name? She played Alita in Battle Angel.
Okay.
Yeah. And then she's in like, she always did weird shit like Bird Box, Death Cure. Like,
she got money.
Yeah, Scorch Trials. She also did another Netflix special, like, I guess series that I never got around to. Shit, it was like where her dad like fucking dies and tries to help her. Undone. She was in Undone. She was in Insurgent and all kinds of other shit. So she's used to doing weird kind of like underground stuff or conspiracy theory related, paranormal, parapsychology. But this fucking brand new cherry flavor show, that's the name of the title.
Even like it was the whatever they had as the preview kind of picture for me.
So I didn't even get to see the preview. It's because Brittany told me to just go fucking watch it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to see the trailer, but the trailer alone, I will tell you this: if you want to test it out with the trailer, see how you feel, and then go watch it if you're listening to this, because it's not for everybody. Like I said, it is TVMA. It's got some grotesque stuff in it. I will say one thing: the kittens part. You want to know what the kittens is?
No.
You want to leave it alone? Do you want
Yes, I'm curious, but I'm like, no.
You have to watch it. You have to at least watch it.
No, it's in my queue. Like I'm on a freaky
by the end of this month, I'm gonna need you to at least start it, because when I
can start. I can promise that. I was about to think like, what is it?
Yes, because listen, and listeners, if you are with us, go start it, because next month when we come back, we're going to discuss it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that and Midnight Mash. Y'all better be on it.
Because it's
my God, I can't wait to watch that to see which one was crazier.
I'm gonna do the Midnight Mass thing, but I guarantee brand new cherry flavor is worse.
It sounds like area.
Oh, there we are. Are you back? Can you hear me?
Yeah, did I freeze?
Yes, you froze. I was like, what just fucking
Oh, that sucks. Did you hear what I said?
No, what did you say? Say that
Well,
again.
I was saying I think you're right. That's going to be crazier just from the synopsis alone.
Yes.
I said, I bet that Midnight Mass is creepier / scarier.
Like, oh yeah, it's probably going to be more like creepier. This one, I think it was really bad for me and Brittany because it hit reality too hard because we're witchy. And so the things that they're doing in the show, I was like, oh, she's about to. I was like, oh, holy shit, she's about to. And like, that just kept happening. And when there were certain scenes that came about, when I called her, I was like, so does this happen too? She was like, yeah, I didn't even finish my sentence. She was like, yes. Yes.
Oh, well.
I was like, oh my
That's
God. That was like, so, but the main characters is the girl that played Alita, the lady from, what's her name? Oh, I have it up. What's her name? Catherine Keener. That's her name. And the producer guy is the guy from Victorious, the dad.
Okay.
So it's an interesting mixture of people, but they are acting their fucking lives out. That's for fucking sure.
I like crazy shows that have decent acting. I'm down for that.
Fuck decent. This shit was like, I'm so into it. I was mad that it was like 4 a.m. yesterday because I wanted to watch another episode. As like crazy as it is so addicting. Like, I can't stop watching it. I cannot believe there's only 8 episodes. If they don't make a season 2, I'm going to go find them. Like, it's so good, but it's so
I don't want my show to have a season 2.
No.
Dang,
I'm gonna tell Brit to watch Midnight Mass as well. I don't think
I don't even want to say that much. I was gonna say I don't think the world needed another form of trauma regarding a group of people, but here we are. I'm just like, fuck this. Like, that show hit so many different levels. It was wild.
Listen, and then I think when we come back for the next episode, I would love to talk about fucking The Matrix. By then, everybody should have.
Oh yeah, right? I watched it. You watched it, right?
Oh, I watched it twice.
Okay, she's I
watched it twice. First of all, Keanu Reeves. So there's that.
Well, there's that.
Again, the other thing would be Keanu Reeves. So there's that. I could just keep going. Then I got sucked into a Keanu Reeves Matrix on IG. That was. Did you know there's like dedicated pages?
Oh no, there is. That's how I knew he did a whole interview. Because
the Constantine one.
Yep. That's how I found that one. And when I had no clue, he sat down for a Red Table Talk, which makes sense because Jada's in the movie.
Right. And I'm about to watch it. I did too. And now I was just telling Rob I gotta go watch that Red Table Talk because Keanu's there, everybody's there.
Because he don't talk to nobody like that. You know what I mean? He just be to himself.
And am I the only one that's weirded out that he's everywhere in interviews this time around? Because he didn't do that last time. He wasn't everywhere.
I think he probably accidentally signed something and didn't read it. The only reason I'm saying that is because from what I heard about someone else who's like Keanu obsessed too, is that he be so to himself sometimes when he come out, he just be like, all right, cool, that sounds like a good idea, and kind of trusting the people he's working with.
Well, yeah, you can
not paying attention
like he wanted. Tell when he's speaking that he keeps to himself because he does this thing that's very like internal voice monologue-ish when he's talking to other people too. And you're just like, Keanu, are you talking to us or are you talking to yourself?
Probably talking to himself. Shit, Jim Carrey would do the same thing. I'm like,
shit, yeah.
It's just probably better for you. But friend of mine was telling me that he wanted Lawrence Fishburne and some other people to be in the movie and was gonna go back and tell them I ain't doing it unless get them in. And they're like, did you read the contract you signed? Like, you're doing this regardless. What are you talking about? And then that made me take a pause when he told me, because he's in the industry. And I was like, what would make someone who's been in the game as long as him not pay attention to what you're signing unless you really felt like exactly. You'd have to trust the people that read it for you. And that people must have been like, whatever. Because then you could try to go to bat for your friends to be in a movie and they're like, nah, sorry.
I thought it was fucked up that they took a jab at him about that in the movie. Spoiler alert. When they were talking, I was like, oh, no, they didn't. No,
oh yeah, I think it was his whole introduction.
Yeah, it was.
I think that's how they introduced themselves. And then it was just like, could resist. And I'm like,
and basically, like, because in the
then
movie,
he was not giving me a mix of Morpheus and Anderson.
No,
I wasn't feeling it.
No,
the outfit was hitting. I ain't gonna lie, Yaya, your outfits, costume design, they tailored the shit out of your mustard suits and your hard bottom shoes. Like, he was together.
He really was. But I there was some stuff that we need to discuss that I'm not okay with in that movie, and some
stuff about the white girl with the finger waves.
I was gonna leave that fucking baby hair alone, but sure.
Baby hair. I was like, who goes into the Matrix and automatically gets baby hair?
I was so sure old girl with the baby hair was gonna die first, because in every Matrix movie, the girl with the best, like, craziest outfit always died first.
Oh no, she was dressing like, I think that was the same one that came through because they was walking through the mirrors.
The mirror, yes. And I was like,
and I was like, who got on the thigh-high boots and the tux dress?
And I was like, she gonna die first.
Right. I was like, I want to go to Matrix. My mom was like, you only want to go for an outfit. And I'm like,
old boy said, nobody really died in this one. And
it was so weird to me because it was like
it was made for this generation.
I didn't come to this, and then we gotta go, y'all.
Yes, we did.
I didn't come to see this movie for a love story.
I have my thoughts on that too, because
that's to me what they sold us at the other half of the movie. I didn't
see it as a love story.
They sold that to us at the end of the movie, at the last half of it, in my opinion. I think so. I'm like, y'all should have stuck with this.
Maybe it's because I know the background story. Like, a lot of people don't know the origin of the Matrix, like the origin
nerd.
You know, like the original creator made Neo the son of God. That's why he's called the One. And then Trinity is supposed to represent the Trinity in Christianity. And so to me, knowing that background, it didn't feel like a love story. And what I was telling Rob before I watched the movie, because, you know, I'm weird and I like to tell somebody my theories before we watch the movie. Don't judge me. And I was like, I bet we're going to find out that fucking Trinity can do some shit too, because they're one person together.
No, I get
you know what I'm saying?
That was nice or whatever. I don't know if I wanted more action. I don't know if I wanted.
I think we all wanted more action.
I wanted there to be like, well, Neil Patrick Harris was amazing.
He was great. It was funny as hell.
He was very, very. I like him as a villain. He was very, very good.
He was.
But
I think the more action is what it was. And then I had to tell myself, y'all, Keanu Reeves is 57.
Well,
we got to give him a break.
And he just got done filming John Wick 17. So
I'm saying, not John Wick 17.
You know, I just got into the movies. So
but he did 4. He's filming 5 right now. And then if my dreams ever came true, Constantine will be on that fucking list as well. And I can't wait. Somebody better make this happen. I don't know who I need to keep tagging about Keanu doing more Constantine movies. Can you imagine? Like him doing that right now, he would fit the fucking bill perfectly.
He'd be great.
Jesus Christ. But anyway, it is time for us to go. We just wanted to give you a quick shout out for the new year. Happy New Year. We back, we rolling, we recording, we doing all the damn things. You already know. Yeah. So anyway, as usual, if you have enjoyed our podcast thus far, make sure you just subscribe to see, it's been so long.
It's been so long. We're gonna fuck up all these outros.
To your favorite podcast. Your favorite podcast. I can't even English anymore. Your favorite podcast platform.
If you black, stay black. That's all I remember.
That's all I remember.
If you not get black,
not get black. God damn it! And then if you're watching us on YouTube, which I don't know if I'm gonna put any more on YouTube, I really might switch platforms because they fucking around.
I really would want to see.
I really do think Twitch or the other one might be the way. Rachel was telling me about, so I'm gonna go check that out. But you'll see us visually and audioly either way. So, and we're gonna be doing a lot more with TikTok and IG Live and all that good stuff. So, if you're black, stay black. If you're not, support allies, unite, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay woke and logical. Did I do that right? Y'all, did we do that right? It was
close.
close.
We'll listen to like what you said 2 years ago and we'll figure it out.
Well, I said 2 years ago. Either way, we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.